We are back. Hey, Iggy. Hey, Franklin. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Nick and Nat's Paddy Whack.
Mm-hmm.
We're here hanging out. Iggy's here with me. Frank's bebopping around. We got the Winter Olympics on in the other room. They're actually the luge. Men's single luge is happening right now. So
I've been known
Frank's
as a loser, so.
Oh, yeah. You've been luging the streets, I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Frank's in there keeping a good eye on that, making sure America's doing somewhat. You going to go watch too? All right, see you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, welcome back, everybody. Happy week, what are we now, 2-ish of the snow?
Yeah. It is fucking solid outside.
It's going nowhere.
Yeah.
Ever. It's scary. It's sad.
Yeah, we had a water main burst, and I was almost thankful because, one, it didn't flood my house, but two, the city actually had to bring a bulldozer to remove the snow to get to it.
Okay.
And once you're north of Girard in Philadelphia, that's kind of the only thing that will get the city to do something.
Yeah.
Honestly, that might be part of the murder rate here in Philly is just shooting someone hoping that they'll come fill a pothole afterwards once they see the crime scene.
Yeah, there's a neighborhood meeting where they don't include one guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's been fucking up and we need our cars to move. So
yeah.
It is I did read something recently. It is kind of, well, it's not, it's sad. It's sad, not funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a little bit funny. But Philly's shamelessly picking neighborhoods to plow snow.
Mm-hmm.
And it was some bullshit stat probably. But it was somewhere around 80% of the neighborhoods south of Girard and north of South Street west of Broad have been cleared out completely, and only 20% on the eastern side of that same area, which is, that's Rittenhouse in the neighborhoods,
Yeah.
versus the south part of Temple, if that's even there, as well as I don't know, Old City and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty clear. Sherelle or whoever's in charge is just no, we're gonna keep certain people happy.
Yeah.
And the rest, yeah, y'all figure it out.
That's why she's paying her brother a 6-figure salary as a consultant. He's like, what if we just plow the rich people's neighborhoods?
I don't know honestly, I think just because she could, I don't pay that much attention to the Philly politics, but I think it was after she couldn't spell Eagles, everyone realized how corrupt she was, which is sad because everyone's corrupt, but she's getting it, dude.
Yeah.
There's a video I saw the other day. It's this woman just screaming, videotaping her street about how it's not cleaned up, and is just straight blaming Sherelle Parker the whole time.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Maybe Sherelle could have done something, but just to have that anger and be like, you bitch, focusing it all on one human. But yeah, she definitely is six-figure salarying quite a few people that probably don't deserve it. So
what is with Pennsylvania? The people we're fucking choosing.
I think it's just because Jersey's right there.
We're so electorally important, but then we're like John Fetterman, who had a stroke and became a bizarre moderate, and then literally his staff was quitting, not because they were oh, he's just so difficult to get along with. They were if you let him drive you in his car, you're in danger. Don't get in the car. He will hit something.
There's a real fear where they go, he's still whipping it in central Pennsylvania. Yeah. He shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
If you're in whatever county, look out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's doing donuts on the Ben Franklin Bridge, man.
What a goat.
Yeah.
No, I can't throw too many stones. I'm from South Carolina. We have Lindsey Graham.
Yeah, fair.
Tim Scott is our other senator, and his smile scares the shit out of me. But that's all I got for him. But Lindsey Graham, he's pretty much the thing about Lindsey Graham is his morals have clearly shifted because he is now the guy that was the most Donald Trump's not a good guy, and then he woke up one day and he's just nonstop Mr. What is it, 47 or whatever? He's 47 and me was playing golf the other day. It was a great time. And you're geez, Lindsey, calm it down a little bit. But he's also the heavy rumors he's in the closet and lying about having a family, being a straight Republican senator.
What? And the most eligible bachelor on the hill?
Yeah. And it really got big fire because I believe it was a male escort came out couple years ago and was hey, I know you're not supposed to out anybody, but this person is also making decisions in the world of politics, and I'll just say their name is Lady G,
Yeah.
And everyone in South Carolina was like, "Ooh, yeah!" Like immediately knew what they were talking about.
Fair.
But I don't know. I mean, if you're homosexual, that's fine. You know, obviously do whatever you want to do. Being in the closet's probably not the best thing, but also having political power where you're going against, you know, gay marriages, or at least heavily supporting someone who's against it's probably not a good look. So,
He's
but
also-
that's my old senator. So
He's got to be confused though, because like there are like gay fascists now. They're openly gay,
Oh,
being
yeah.
like, "Don't let me get married." You know?
yeah, I think,
I'm ruining the fabric
yeah.
of society. Like they're on Twitter every day.
Yeah, I think Milo Yiannopoulos just ripped open a portal for those people to come through. You remember
Apparently.
him?
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
it 10 years ago now? A little bit over that? He was the most flamboyant, like, what do you call those guys? Provocateurs, I guess, political provocateurs.
Yes.
So, anyway, that's all I know about politics.
Yeah. Shout out to him. He's gonna be our last guest.
Yeah, we're gonna Arsenio Hall this one instead of the Farrakhan. It's gonna be Milo Yiannopoulos.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
and have him in an Alex Jones team up episode.
Yep.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll have that, and we'll just have 2 like sets of boxing gloves stashed. And if they get to that point, we'll just like grab them and throw them up
There
in the
you
air
go.
and see if they catch them. Like we won't incite it, but we'll just be like, "Oh, they're going to crap."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your impression is a guy getting the shit beat out of him. Go.
Oh, this is a good time for a soundboard. Yeah. Yeah. So other than that, what was I gonna say? My brother told me recently this fun little band came through my hometown, Greenville, South Carolina. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's like G Baby and the Something Saw. It's kind of like an independent band.
Gotcha.
My brother's a bit of a hipster. If you
Yeah,
can't tell by the name of that band.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know any bands that start with G Baby that
I
are
know.
charting right now.
The weirdest part was he hit me with that, and I went to go look them up on Spotify. I saved a song by them back in 2016. I
Oh,
was
there
like,
you go.
all right, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. They
Yeah,
got
so
a little funk to them.
you knew ahead of time.
Yeah, 100%. But he was telling me about that, and they built another concert venue in my hometown of like 60,000 people, and they've got like 7 concert venues.
That's sick.
And I'm like, damn, dude, right when I move away, it's like the funnest time to be going out and doing stuff like that. That's cool, guys. You know, no big deal.
That's always
yeah.
how it is.
That's no big deal. But they got good stuff in Philly. Yeah, I'm trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
think. I haven't been to a concert in a couple months since up here.
Yeah.
What about you? You been to any recently?
Yeah. Grace and I actually just went to Antarctica Vespucci, which is just like
All right.
what a horrible
That's
name.
a hell of a name.
Horrible fucking name.
I was like, wait, didn't that person conquer a country in the colonial days?
I think the joke is that Amerigo Vespucci
There it
found
is.
America, so who found Antarctica? Antarctica Vespucci. I don't know. I just knew Jeff Rosenstock was a guy that played there, and I liked him.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. I will say,
Is that a jam band?
yeah.
Yeah,
They're-
obviously.
I mean, they're kind of pop punky, but they're fun, and it's very clearly like people my age or a little older, but no kids,
Mm-hmm.
and then like gay high schoolers. Like I don't know why that's who's going, and like that's great, but it freaked me out at the beginning because this band was playing and it was really good, and no one had their phone out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was ominous. I'm so used to it at this point that
Okay.
someone films
Yeah.
that I started getting nervous, actually. Like, I was looking around. and nobody's dancing. I mean, other than one guy on Molly.
Yeah. It's like a reverse silent disco.
Yeah, just
pretty much.
looking around. And
That's
they're
like
just kind of like nodding their heads. And so finally, once the headliner came out and they started filming, it was just like, oh wow, I'm not the old man I thought I was. I need y'all to film, take pictures of yourselves.
Yeah.
One guy FaceTimed a friend during the main one,
Yeah.
so
That's
I guess
interesting.
to get around, I guess his friend not being able to be there, but that was interesting.
That's one way to do it. I'm sure the audio came through well.
Yeah, they also
Yeah.
released like a bunch of balloons like halfway through the show.
All right.
For us to like bop around or whatever, and
That's
they're like,
fun.
"Here's the balloons." Yeah, it's actually great to not release it at the end. If you release it halfway, you get to watch the crowd lose enthusiasm for the balloons. After about the 6th song, some people are just like not hitting it in the air; they're just grabbing it and putting it on the ground.
You see one come floating towards someone's head and they just have a needle ready. They don't even look in that direction. Just
Exactly.
yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah. How
That's a
about you,
fun one.
man? How about you?
Yeah.
Big concert guy.
Big concert guy. Last one we went to was kind of it was a very fun one. Actually, I I've gotten roasted for it quite a couple times. Me and my brother went to go see My Chemical Romance up here at where's that, Citizens Bank, when they came through. Because I think it was the last physical album we might have bought was the Black Parade by them when I was like 11 or something like that. It was a big power ballad album. And they were coming through town, and I was like, "Hey, you got a good job. Why don't you just come up to Philly and do something?" I was like, "Fuck it, I want to go to a concert. I haven't been to one in a while." And I went to go, and it was a fun one. It was kind of weird though because like, it literally brought out all the night people. You know what I mean? Like the night dwellers. They just came out a few hours earlier. Like it was. I mean, it was fun in the sense of like so many different types of people, but like, you know, right next to me was, I don't know, like 16-year-old like. I guess at that point, vintage emo girls that were all going in for it, but they were like screech singing certain songs, which conveniently were the ones I didn't know or like.
Yeah.
And so, you know, my brother was to my left, and of course, because it's a baseball stadium, like you're tits to tits the whole time. You know what I mean? Like you got like no room to do anything, and so these girls are just like right on the off notes, and I'm like, oh, that was fun. I haven't heard that song in a minute. They're like, you just want to donkey kick one, but like. Oh, Jesus.
No,
so,
I fully get what you mean. Like, I used to have to go to, like, emo night with my friends, like, at a bar. They'd be like, it's emo night. And everyone's like, oh, my God, we're going to emo night. And I was like, yeah, I knew enough of that as a kid. No, I don't.
No.
And then all my friends are just jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Singing a song I've never heard. And you look up the lyrics, and you're like, he needs to be investigated. That's not good.
Yeah, this is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I like that one Fall Out Boy album. I'll go listen to some emo, and then it's like some deep British underground band, and you're like, I didn't know they had emo over there.
Yeah.
You're like, they did in 2013.
Apparently.
I don't know. No, emo's not my scene. I did start to realize I kind of miss it a little bit. So my college years, I was still a loser, so I didn't do a frat or anything, go to too many parties. I did it with frat bros in 1 year, which is kind of funny. That had its own tales of frat stuff that I probably shouldn't have been around for. But anyway, I was friends with like the music scene kids, and so like my Friday night go-tos and stuff were like house shows. And it was all like some bands and like kids who did have musical talent in the scene would like get together, and we'd all just like cram like the nasty smelling people we were,
right,
smoking cheap weed. There was like a 6-month period almost when I think I was like a sophomore when I was there, where like our entire friend, like our weed guy, just had mids, and we all just collectively were like, all right,
yeah,
this is fine, I'll do it. And then we just did mids. That was it. We were just picking out seeds, but we were buying mids prices, so we were just like, dude, I'll get a gram for $5 and then just like live with it. And so we were just being little dungy kids listening to music. And the thing that I'm realizing now is that I was kind of lucky that the music that scene had was more like kind of like indie alternative, or like a couple psychedelic-y, like surfy bands.
Ooh, that's fun.
A few punk bands.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a good environment, I feel like, with music kids. And then now that I've gotten older and I've gone to a few other types of shows, because Philly is a big house show scene.
Yeah.
There's somewhere they'll just have like an emo band, and it just everything changes.
Yeah.
Like the vibe changes, the mood changes, and like I'm not for that because that's not my vibe. So like I try to get out of there, but then you like quickly realize that not every house show gathering is your type of shit, and then you just get elbowed in a mosh by accident.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
You're like, no, like I gotta run. And so now I'm 30 and I'm gonna roll an ankle at one, and I don't want to go, but I do miss the fun of house shows. So those are my fun concert years.
I'm a polite old man. I don't like moshing, anything like that. And I don't know. I every concert I go to, it eventually happens. Just people are jumping between each other, and then I just start looking around like maybe one of them had a chair.
Yeah,
Maybe one of them had a chair I could finally sit down.
This is what I could sit on.
Yeah, I'm like lying to people like, oh, I gotta go to the restroom. Then it's really just to sit down on the toilet for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, dude. Remember? I guess this is not the funniest one. Remember when Travis Scott killed those people at his big concert?
Yes,
in Houston, because you're from Texas.
Yes, of course I remember.
So I went to Bonnaroo in 2016, I think it was. I was a cool kid, no big deal. But who was it? One of the people I saw was Tyler the Creator, Vince Staples, and I think those are the two guys who did this. their mosh style is they get everyone to pack in like sardines. Like they'll get the music going and they'll just be like, everyone come in.
And they push them back and forth like that.
Well, that's kind of what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But they lump you in to where it is like hard to breathe. Like it's not comfortable. And they don't kind of gauge that, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? Like part of me realizes that they want everyone to be, because what they do is they get you lumped in as tight as you can and then they just say go crazy, because the image of that many people just like jumping up is pretty cool. But then they immediately start trampling people or like can't breathe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I remember at Bonnaroo, I was this is the one day, because we were there like 3 days, and the one day I just wanted to like, you know, like take LSD and have a little bit of fun because I was a college kid. And I'd taken some, and I was walking around the fairgrounds, and I ran into a buddy of mine who no longer lived in Charleston, where I lived at the time, and he gave me a little bit of Molly. And I was like, cool, this is fun. I'll do what the kids say is called candy flipping. And it was a really great time. And then I go to a Tyler, the Creator concert, and that happens. And I almost want to, like, scream and cry because, like, I think I'm going to die, and I'm on Neptune at this point, and I'm like, my brain's not there. Actually, this is a fun tale. So, what had happened was...
do they make a drug that's the opposite of Molly? Just like...
Basically Xanax.
Oh,
that's what it is.
Actually, yeah.
You nuke your brain, which I didn't know or do, which was good because I wasn't really a druggy person. And I was like, yeah, I'll just write out this adventure I'm already on.
There you go.
So anyway, this was a fun tale. So I go to Bonnaroo. This is one day I'm doing some drugs and fun stuff. Mm-hmm. And that year at Bonnaroo, I had like 4 different groups of people that I had known that were just there, that I kind of ran into. And the main group I was with, shout out Smeet, if you're out there, we don't forget Smeet. Mm-hmm. So it was me, him, and a few other people. And we kind of split up. And I ran into the 2 groups of people, one that gave me some acid and the other that gave me some Molly. And I took them. And I was having fun. And we bounced around to a few different shows. It was like The Internet was one. What was it? Big Boy from Outkast was in something. I think it was Big Data or Digital, something like that. Flostradamus. And then rappers started coming in. So I think I went to, I want to say it was like Post Malone. And then at that point, I had heard that Chance the Rapper, who at that time was really cool. Yeah. Because he didn't turn into the I Love My Wife, Everything is Peachy, which is still fun music. It was older stuff, which I kind of liked in high school. I was like, oh, I'll go see Chance come out. And so...
He really is the John Mulaney of
rap. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, there was a moment in time, and then but I don't know. Anyway.
I love my wife.
Yeah, and then we're like, you're not the same.
We should have known what was going to happen, because he covered the Arthur PBS show theme song.
He did.
And that got viral. We should have seen right away, like, oh,
he loves his wife. He's having a good time.
Yeah.
It feels like kids' music almost. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Anyway, so Chance is up there, and I go walk, and he's at the big stage. So I go walk up to the big stage. There's a bunch of people packed in, and we're watching him, and he's out there for maybe like 5 minutes. And I wasn't paying attention, but it had started getting pretty cloudy. And at this point, I've run into the 4th group of person that I'm with. Actually, the person who gave me the Molly was the 3rd person. I'm with that person and his girlfriend. She's on mushrooms and Molly. So we're kind of doing the same thing. Yeah. Not so much. So we're here and we're waiting for Chance. And, you know, they got like 2 big screens and he's up there rapping. And like a snap of the finger, the screens shut down and the lights shut. And the screens then say, tornado warning. Please evacuate the grounds. Get into your vehicles. And I'm on another planet. Yeah. So I'm freaking out. And so we turn around and we have to have one exit to go out of. And I ended up looking it up later. There was 220,000 people at the festival.
Jesus.
And so no one like got trampled. We're all walking at a good pace. Yeah. But the 3 of us are like arm locked and we're just we're herding through a herd of people. Yeah. It was like it was like a civilization of people moved to another location. Like our village was burned and we had to go. Like that's 4 times the size of my hometown. Yeah. That many people are walking out and I'm not mentally there. Yeah. And so we make it out and then we run to his car and we sit there and we wait And by this point, I'm kind of, the drugs are wearing off a little bit, and the tornadoes don't come. We're like, oh, this is fine. We'll go back to the fairgrounds. And we go back to the fairgrounds, and it gets a little bit light out. And we go to see Lamb of God because they were the first band. And I'm like, this will be fun. And I shit you not, I just stared at the drummer, kicked all the drugs right back off. I'm just watching a metal drummer just like flailing every muscle in his body, just like hitting like a 14-piece drum set, and then it just kicks right back. And then I ended up going to the Tyler show where I almost get trampled, and then I kind of go out. And then at that point, I'm like, I'm gonna go lay down in my tent for the rest of the night. And that was it. And that was the biggest concert day of my life. Was almost getting trampled at a Tyler show and almost getting eaten by a tornado.
That's a good one.
While on LSD and Molly, candy flipping, as they say. So that was a fun time. Go to Bonnaroo if you ever get the opportunity. Maybe don't take drugs. But it was a fun time.
That is a fun time.
I've never herded before with that many people. So,
man, isn't it unfair? Boomers have effectively done the exact same thing, but they get like paid to talk in a documentary, like the story you just did.
Basically,
they're like Woodstock. Yeah, they're just like, I tried drugs once and saw 3 good bands in a row.
Yeah.
Here is my story.
Yeah, mine's like a commercialized, annoying story, and theirs is like, no, I actually had the time of my life. It changed who I was. It was a beautiful moment.
I know, right?
Oh, man, then you ruined it. You sons of bitches.
In all fairness, they had so little experiences in general, like just trying ramen for the first time. They'd write a book,
Dude, my dad still hasn't, I don't know if he's eaten ramen, and if he ever had a bowl of like real ramen, I think he would like explode.
Yeah.
He might just get angry.
Trick him.
You know what I mean?
Trick him. Say, hey, Dad, I got you some pork noodle soup.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I was talking to my dad, and I remember explaining to him. I might be fiddling the wire. Hold on. I remember explaining to my dad how they do the roast pork sandwich up here. Mm-hmm. And he was like, why would you roast a pork and cut it like that? Why not just like smoke it and pull it? Like it didn't compute in his head at first. And I was like, no, Dad, that you can cook it different. And he was like, it's probably not as good. I'm like, no,
he's kind of right though.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
It's every time I got a roast pork here, I do think I wish this was a pulled pork sandwich. So.
It's a great sandwich, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
But it is funny just saying something to a boomer like that in their brain is just like,
no, I done it better.
No, you're doing it wrong. Yeah. No. Yeah. What's wrong? Yeah. Oh, hey, everybody, Franklin's here. What's up, Frank? You got anything to say? Yeah. He's like, hey, everybody, what's up? I'm doing pretty good. Franklin got a haircut this week. He's looking pretty handsome.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sharp.
Here, Frank. Yeah, there you go. See, he got what we call the line cut, where they cut everything on his body except his face, which we definitely asked him to cut his face, and they just said, nah, we're going to not do that.
No.
But, boy, he looks good. So, anyway, Frank, we want to take you to a concert one day, but that we'll see. We'll see where it goes.
Crowd surfer.
Yeah. He would be a good crowd surfer. If we got some like earbuds on you and threw you up on the stage, you just run from left to right, the whole crowd would do like a wave. Yeah.
Well, I think I got the theme of your first impressions then. All right, so let's do our first impressions.
Let's do it, Frank.
Okay.
All right, what you got?
Nat, your first impression is Bob Dylan.
Oh God. Okay. I'm trying to do the sing or the all right. Whoa, Bob Dylan here. Whoa, my songs are kind of flowing in and out here, and I always say the words like cats. What are these cats doing here, man? What are you doing? All these cats coming around. Well, Bob Dylan singing my songs. What is one of his songs? I don't know any of his music.
You put a lot of spice on that.
Yeah, we put some twang on that one.
You were like. You're like, hey, jazz cat, it's me, Bob Dylan.
I saw one interview where he said the word cat 4 times in 2 minutes. And I was like,
sounds right.
Come on, Bob. Yeah. Oh, no, that's a tough one.
Okay. Do you feel like you found Bob?
I feel like I kind of found Bob a little bit. I don't feel like I'd ever find Bob. I feel like Bob is a guy that he would talk like he talked 15 minutes about why New York smells different than it used to and how it should be changed, but he doesn't actually have any explanations or like methods of doing it. Man, it ain't what it used to be, man. You come outside and it's smelling more like hazelnuts and freedom, man. Yeah.
Okay. Here's your scenario. Bob Dylan has just seen the Bob Dylan movie and finds out he talks like that.
Oh man, they got that wrong, man. I love these cats up here on the big screen trying to paint me out to be something I'm not, man. It's not me, man. And then he just starts going into song. Yeah, just, oh, man, this is from a Rolling Stone. God, I can't get that one right. I can hear it, but I can't do it. Whoa, Bob Dylan, man. Everything's a sweat. Oh, Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Oh, God, you got that one down. Ah, son of a bitch.
Yes,
You're pretty good. All right. Let's see.
it's my sticky one.
Let's see. How about Bruce Springsteen?
Baby, we're a dying breed.
That was so fast.
Yeah. But you didn't know your mechanic could sing too.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We got the boss down. All right.
I love the commercial where they have Jeremy Irons, maybe. That can't be right. I don't know. They got the guy from Secession supposed to be his manager.
The bird looking dude.
Yeah, and he's like trying to talk about like how important Bob or our guy Bruce Springsteen is, where he's like trying to talk about how he's artistically deep, but it just sounds stupid because you can tell it's just written by some guy that doesn't know what to write. So it's like, the thing about Bruce, when he grew up, there was a hole in his floor. A hole. A floor's supposed to be stable. You shouldn't fall into your floor. That's where he grew up.
It's like poetry night.
I know. He's like doing that, and it's like, okay, like.
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guy. Yeah.
When he'd walk outside, he'd fall into a hole outside.
He'd fall, and his heart would go with him.
Yeah.
But also stay at the same place.
He missed most school just trying to get out of the hole. He can't read or write. We're so surprised he can talk.
And then he just takes a long pause and he goes, Arrested Development.
Yeah.
All right. And then Bruce stands up and he goes, I got it, boss.
Yeah.
All right. Your scenario. Let's see. All right. Bruce Springsteen's hometown, all of their mechanics have now been bought out by Mavis Tire and Automotive. So all the local mechanics have now been eaten up by the conglomerate in his small New Jersey town that he sings about.
You know it really took it hard in the anus. Everybody's been bought out by Mavis.
Yeah. All right.
There we go.
Fuck yeah. All right. High five. Boom.
That was fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out the boss.
Yeah.
I like to think that there's just a turf war, or at least there used to be, somewhere between Long Island and New Jersey, between Billy Joel fans and Bruce Springsteen fans, and they will fight.
That's a good point, yeah.
I've never seen someone have a fucking vice grip over that many people like that. Yeah.
He's got a cat.
It's like Jimmy Buffett in Florida, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's their stomping grounds.
I seriously bet that the lyric "Who needs a house out in Hackensack" popped it all off. Jersey people were like, "Me, motherfucker! I need a house out in Hackensack."
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like trying to write a diss track essentially, where he's like, "I'd rather be poor in New York than happy in New Jersey."
That's me. That's me. Yeah. No, they. It is funny you see that because my buddy Cameron, he lives in New York, came down to Philly, and we were at a random bar, little Irish bar, and there was I don't know. This is always funny to me because I guess it has its own variant in the South in its own way, but like it's like an old dude who's like 68, and then a kid right next to him who's like 22 or 23. That's clearly his grandson, and they're both just putting back Guinnesses or something like that at like 3 p.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah,
and you can tell you can just tell by their faces they're like South Philly guys, and they have a haircut or something like that. And we're sitting there, and Cameron, what is he? He's talking about something. Oh yeah, I remember now. He goes, "So who are they talking about in that Bruce Springsteen song?" the Chicken Man blew up in Philly last night, and these two do like turning a robot on. They were like, because I think it was, I forget the names of the guys, but he was like, Nicky Scarfo blew up, not da 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 da. And then the old guy was like, yeah, I was da da da. And they went on for like 5 minutes about that moment and just being in Philly. And my friend was just like, from one Bruce Springsteen lyric, he was like, oh, okay, cool. And they like, there was like pride in what they were saying, where they were just like, yeah, they were talking about that. I was there. And then I watched that Philly mob doc.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I get the Philly pride a little bit. It is neighborhood to neighborhood. Like, you know, so. You know, that was a fun little moment.
That is fun. I feel like I don't see that a lot anymore. Like white trash that parties with family, you know? Like
yes.
That is a staple
that's
where
like,
we come from.
Oh, dude, that's it's different here though, because it's like the Irish, Italian, and Polish. You know what I mean? They do it.
I just miss having a friend that was like, man, my mom took all my weed and then smoked it all. And you're like, oh man, you're not going to college. That's fine.
Yeah. It's always the ones where they're like, my mom's cool with me smoking like in the patio, you know, just sometimes. And I'm like, you're 16.
Yeah.
Like what? Like you're not even halfway done with high school. Like,
yeah.
I have to sneak out of my house and be sly.
He calls it a patio. It's just like a tub turned over outside of the house that he can step out onto, you know?
Exactly.
That's exactly how it is.
Yeah. And wear boots while you're going out.
Yeah.
God bless white
They
trash.
call you a fancy boy because like you're like, can I sit here? Because it's covered in clothes.
Yeah.
And they call you a fancy boy because you asked. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I wonder if it's the same up here. I'm sure it is in the certain rural areas. A classic redneck prank is to pressure someone who doesn't do tobacco and to hang in a chaw or something like that. And then you do it, and then you just like explode with vomit for like 30 minutes.
I can't prove it, but I do feel like, like this is probably the furthest north you can go where people are still doing like spit tobacco, you know?
I have, because I don't do it, but like my dad did it all the time. He would do Skull, still does. And my buddy in New York, Cameron, was like, I forget what, like I think he has to do something because he wants to get Copenhagen or something like that. And he's like, they just don't have it. Like they just have like one or two brands.
Oh, he has to like order it. He has to like get it imported.
Well, he gets whatever they have up there. I
Probably
guess.
Zin. I mean,
I guess he's doing Zins now, but I think whatever he. Come on, Frank, up here. Come on. Because I think he liked to do Copenhagen, and then just where we're from, it's like, dude, you go into one gas station, there's 7 different brands of dipping tobacco.
Yeah.
But then again, we are where they grew
every
it.
flavor. Dude, like, I sold tobacco out of a gas station.
Yeah.
Like, people are brand loyal. You know, they pick their poison.
They will fight for it.
And, man.
That's a constant. My old man's got at least 2 frozen cans of Skull in the freezer at all times.
Yeah.
Because he'll buy a 4-pack and freeze all except the one he's currently using, which he's almost out of.
Is he an original guy, or does he do some sort of mint flavor?
Skull, long cut, wintergreen.
There we go.
Yep.
Exactly. So just like people putting Thin Mints in the freezer. You know?
That is funny, dude, because I know I'm going to have kids, and I'm hitting the point where it's like, I think I'm going to be a beard guy, and I'll probably be that for like 15 years. And like my dad has always done dipping tobacco with Skull and had a mustache for I think the first 16, 17 years of my life.
Yeah.
And it's now in hindsight, it's hilarious. He just shaved it one day.
Yeah.
Didn't say a fucking thing. And then me and my brother at the same time walked in and caught him. We were like, what?
Yeah.
Why? And he goes, I don't know. I just felt like doing it. And we're like, no, you can't just casually do that. Like,
yeah.
That's mean. Like, we had like a whole like come to moment. Me and my brother at the same time like had to step away and just be like, all right, here we go. And then he tried to do a goatee afterwards, so of course we ripped them apart.
You get it with your brother, like your dad fell down the stairs. It's a disability.
He just ripped the fucking gopher off above his mouth.
This isn't the dad we grew up with, but we have to come through now because we're his sons. Like,
we watched him kill a man.
Good God.
Yeah. That's a fun little time. Yeah. So anyway, I'm probably gonna do that as a dad. I'm gonna wait till my kid's old enough where I don't care anymore, and I'm just gonna shave everything.
My sisters cried. They fully just were bawling when my dad shaved. They were like 8, you know. And it was just at that point, you know, he couldn't have kind of a mullet and a mustache. It was just that point in American society, you know.
Your dad didn't have a single cab truck.
Yeah, it was like it was the year 2000, you know, or something like that.
It was time.
I just remember because they woke me up to tell me about it. I'm like a little kid, and I was like, okay. And he's like, And he woke us all up because I think one of my sisters, I bet it was Abby, saw him and started crying. And so he got us all up to be like, I shaved, but it's still the same daddy.
I haven't changed at all.
Yeah. And like, I guess that's something I haven't thought about having kids is I can't just do things on a whim.
No.
Like
you either have to constantly be doing things on a whim or that's your look forever.
Yeah. Like I'm not going to wear this flat bill hat when I have kids. I don't want to be stuck in a corduroy flat bill forever.
No.
It's already on the outs.
Yeah.
But it's for some reason disarming to people when I wear this, you know. Otherwise, I apparently look like I'm going to ask you for money. So
you look like you're going to just immediately promote your show at a local music bar.
Yeah.
A small music bar.
Yeah, you bring your own records and spin them. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
I might go up. We'll play the guitar. If you guys got a band or something, you can kind of bring some kits if you want. And just kind of put it down, you know?
Yeah. I hope you like the djembe. I'm going to be slapping the hell out of that.
Oh, yeah. By the way, my name's Nick. Nice to meet you. Yeah. No, that's one of my favorite sage advice moments my dad hit me with was, what was it? I think it was at some point in college, like 20 or 21. And Christmas was coming up, and I was like, you know, whatever. Because I never know what to ask for Christmas presents. So I was like, can I get like a Pete Maravich jersey? So I was wearing basketball jerseys and stuff with with a shirt on underneath. Come on,
yeah.
I'm not attractive. I look like this. But with basketball jersey, he got it for me like 2 weeks later. We were talking about something, and he was like, just so you know, once you hit 25. Can't really just wear jerseys unless it's like for sports or anything.
He's right.
And I was like, what do you mean? Come on, I can wear it. And he goes, no, you're not gonna just wake up one day and wear a jersey and walk around unless it's a team you support and they're playing. And I was like, all right, Dad, whatever. Immediately at 25, I stopped wearing. I have like 7 jerseys in there for teams I don't support that I should sell.
Fair.
But I haven't. Yeah. So
I feel like indirectly I have that by like having a Beto O'Rourke shirt I never wear. So that's a team I don't really support right now.
I got a Coney 2012 shirt in there. I should probably let go.
That is a legendary speed run. Just like, guys, I have an important project. Literally everyone sees it. And then under the pressure of like 5 days, I just go and I publicly jack off. Like that's...
Shout out that guy,
dude! Like
that was like a fever dream, dude. That was before internet, like pre-modern internet.
God,
and pre-big social media. I mean,
no. I remember right after jack off happened, like a week later, we had to do a speech in speech class for like community college, and someone had already prepared theirs for Coney 2012, and had to just keep avoiding the elephant in the room of like. Yeah, that guy literally just got arrested for jacking off like 4 days ago.
Yeah, that guy Pee Wee Hermaned himself outdoors. Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. That was a beautiful moment.
Mm-hmm.
I completely forgot about it. And then I was with one of my good buddies, Max is from DC.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hanging out with him and some high school buddies. And one of them was just, I don't even remember. He just like came out of whatever room he was in. The guy that lived in the house we were at, he was like, oh shit, I forgot about these. And he had like over 100 Coney 2012 posters. Like he just had them. Like he had bought them, I guess, for a bit back in the day.
That's a great bit.
At this, it was hilarious. And at this point, I don't know. It might have been like 20. I guess this was pre-COVID. It was 2019 or something like that. And I remember being like, "Oh, that's great. That's hilarious." And then I looked into it because when it happened in 2012, I was like, "That's an interesting thing," but I didn't look into it. I'm like, "Oh, he was cranking it on the streets in San Diego." That's a fun ending to this one. Yeah, shout out that guy.
Yeah. He got psychosis for staying awake too long. Like
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very inopportune timing. Guys, just go to sleep.
Guys, Franklin says snooze when you need to snooze.
Mm-hmm.
It's important for your health.
Yeah. Take a sleeping pill. Put the phone away when you do.
Yeah. Do what you got to do. This new movement is the old don't look at a screen before you go to bed or after you wake up, which essentially has just added guilt to when I do wake up or go to bed and immediately look at my phone.
Fair.
So, whatever. That's fine. Maybe it's ruining my brain. Maybe not. I don't care. I'm a big boy.
Yeah, you're a big boy. I think you're good.
I don't use Twitter anymore, which I think is a big thing. I'm pretty sure that's one that's not good for the brain.
No, that is 100% right.
It's so much fun though.
It
Black
is.
Twitter. Oh God, you can't beat it. It's as good as it gets.
And you can't.
Anyway,
My problem is I just find annoying communities. Like I think I like something like movies, and then I just find out there are people on Twitter who I guess everyone in real life will not talk to them anymore, so they just want to talk about that.
Yes.
So it's just like a movie comes out and then people are like, this is how Hollywood should be,
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, fine, whatever. And then they're just filling my screen with bullshit I don't care about.
Yeah.
Where they're like, here's a drawing of Batman beating up an ICE agent. And I'm like, that's a real problem happening.
I was like,
and your response is, I drew Batman punching him?
I don't see how that's promoting. I don't know. Maybe your autism forces you to do something like that. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like, if you're going to do something, do something. Don't go like, Superman would think you're lame. Like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't make... that just makes Superman seem annoying because you're annoying.
Yeah. That just makes it seem like you don't really... I don't know. It makes it seem like
not serious.
It's kind of like when people in Hollywood are just like, guys, do the right thing and vote and do for this. And you're like, I don't think that's going to change anything, big dog. I think that just annoys people.
It's cutesy protest signs.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like actually go outside and protest. You know what I mean? Like don't make a social media post about it being cute. Like try in life.
It's like the government just blew up a facility of 5,000 babies.
Yeah.
And they're protesting in Los Angeles. And it's a sign of someone that says, I should be at brunch, but I'm here. And I'm like, fucking stop.
Dude, punch a cop.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, well, on a similar note, one thing. So I've started to notice I use Instagram for the most part and their reels and whatnot, and I can see what's going to pop up on the For You page before I click it. And sometimes they'll feed me one where like either I've never watched it and they want me to kind of engage it, and one that I always click into and I've come to hate him. And he's not a bad guy, I'm saying, but I just really hate how he does it, is the Subway Takes guy.
Oh, no, absolutely.
I can't stand him. But I'm sure he's a good guy, but like every video starts the same. Is he finds someone
Let
who...
me be your Subway Takes guy.
Yeah. There you go.
So what's your favorite food here in Philadelphia?
I like a cheesesteak.
100% disagree.
I mean...
100% disagree.
I think cheesesteak... Yeah, exactly.
You're just disagreeing with people.
It's never... And it's always like an impassioned, like, 100%. And it's just like... Well, now it feels like you want to... Like, I don't know... I don't like internet
He's
dudes
on
that are
the
forcing...
subway. Their tax dollars are paying for this?
Yeah. Oh, fucking, you got Prince Harry on the subway? That's crazy. Ran into him on the New York subway.
Yeah.
It's always people that are never on the subway. But it's just an annoying thing where it's like...
Get me more creatures, man.
Yeah, exactly. Let me get a random dude. I just don't want you to like... Because it's not like, hey, what do you like? I don't know. Maybe I don't like that. It's like, hey, what do you like about something? And then it's like... Fuck you, you're stupid, I don't like it. And then you're like, well, what do you want me to do? Yell at you now? Like, it just seems so provocative. So anyway, I'll see his videos pop up and I'll see a face where I'm like, that guy took the subway, and I'll click on it and I'll be like, God damn it, I fed into it. Now I'm going to get more of those videos. Like, shit. So,
yeah.
I try to rig it with, right now I'm on otters. A lot of otters and guinea pigs. So many otters and guinea pigs videos. It's the best. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's what Instagram's for. Find videos of the guinea pigs. There's one right now I follow of this mom who had like 9 guinea pigs in a litter, and sometimes they take her out of it, and the guinea pigs run around like mass chaos, where they're like little baby, like, and then they'll put the dad in, and the dad's like, "Get me the fuck out of here!" and he's like running around. It's the best. It makes my day.
That's beautiful.
Anyway, so that's what I try to make my algorithm, but a lot of times it becomes a video where I just yell at myself on the inside.
No, that's effective. That's effective because it keeps you engaged.
Yeah, and then one person's like, "You should delete Instagram." I'm like, "I'm still having fun on it." I'm just sad.
We should do septa takes.
No.
Yeah, it would just be like, "Hey man, why are you sleepy?"
We immediately start this idea. Yeah. He's
100% disagree.
I'm just picturing us immediately going in and trying to record one, and the next stop, some guy comes in with the loudest stereo system ever, and it ruins the whole video.
Oh, you just reminded me. Some guy was pitching his movie to the bus driver last night. That was Septic Takes. See,
What was it? Please tell me it's what kind of video? All right.
I can't even like really describe it. I can tell you what I kind of remember because it was breathlessly pitching it to this guy. The bus driver was missing stops because he's just kind of going, "What? Yeah, what?" And then just like someone would pull it and they go, "Hey, no, that's my stop. That's my stop."
He's short-circuiting the driver's brain.
But yeah, when I get on there, he's like, "So you see, God anoints the seven in order to protect the hero, but they don't know they're the seven, and so they are finding each other like circumstantially." And at some point I'm like distracted, like looking at my phone or something, but I look back up, he goes, "And that's the thing, he's gonna say, 'Show me the cameras,' and then he's gonna see on the cameras that he wasn't talking to anyone the whole time."
What are you, M. Night Shyamalan?
No, and then he goes, and then the guy's gonna say, "No, that's not true. She touched me."
But what if he slammed the brakes right when he said that?
What? Dude, I need that guy on Subway Takes. I need.
That guy needs a show.
Yeah, and then he just started like talking about how like, man, I just gotta get the right camera equipment and I'll make it happen.
Yeah, I've got
And
it.
I was
all
like, yeah,
together.
that's what's holding you back, brother.
Yeah. Iggy, what you got for the fans? No, he don't want to talk right now. He just wants to get up in it. No, dude, there's something about Philly's mentality of not giving a fuck that when you get on a bus or on the subway, it's like the Wild West, but not. Like, I don't know. Like, I've never been on the train because when I've gone to New York, you'll be on a train for a while, and then you have to get on another train for a while. In Philly, you're only on the train for like max 15 minutes. You might have to wait at the train stop for a while.
Yeah.
But, like, you do get some fun ones aside from the typical zombies. Like, I did have I thought it was going to be what's the word for it? An altercation. Somehow it wasn't. 2 loud stereo systems right next to each other. Different songs. I don't know. I thought they would, but they didn't, and it was like an audio nightmare for everyone involved, and neither one nudged. But it was like I'm pretty sure each of them was able to lock into what they were listening to, but everyone in the room was like twitching almost, like it was just like hell.
This feels like a CIA op, like sensory hell.
Yeah, this is a test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to put him on the Broad Street line between 2 people. Just
Yeah. Each of you 7 volume, 4 feet apart.
Yeah.
4 feet apart.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Yeah. So that's my favorite part about Philly.
one of you is playing a remix of Somebody I Used to Know by Godier for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them's playing a Young Jeezy classic song, and the other one's playing an EDM remix of some indie pop.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's hell for everyone involved. Oh, it's the best. Oh, man. Yeah. We got the Winter Olympics up in the other room.
Woohoo.
I guess I'm getting old now. I'm trying to care about it. And you know what I mean?
That's fair.
Like, it's the hardest one to care about.
It is.
Because the Summer Olympics, you got some stuff. But the Winter Olympics, you got hockey and curling, but curling's ironically fun.
Yeah, there's just like 7 types of skiing.
Yeah. Yeah. And shout out Switzerland.
Yeah.
Home country of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we always win at
Milan.
skiing stuff because they're mountain people. But no, the Winter Olympics is always an interesting one where it's just like, I don't like. We were watching luge the other day. Like, how the fuck do you do anything other than lay down?
No, right. I mean,
Like,
they seem to be in control.
yeah,
But you're just kind of like,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
what happens?
Like, you're an Olympic athlete, so there's obviously skill and athleticism to it, but come on, man, you're laying down. The whole time, but I'm gonna watch it because the whole time I'm like, dude, if I was on one of those, I would panic and do like a weeble wobble, and I'd fall off, and I would hit that fucking ice tube like a like a bullet out of a gun and just ping pong around, and it would be bad for everyone involved.
You know, now that I think about it, like the Winter Olympics has the most injuries, even though it's got like the least reward, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like the Winter Olympics, like I just saw someone go off like a downhill slope and just completely blow out their knee.
Yeah.
And the only reason I know about them at all is because they got injured. I don't care otherwise.
Dude, this year's Winter Olympics is funny because like the star athlete that we were gonna promote was Lindsey Vonn, because she's like 59 years old and is still she's not, she's like late 30s, but she's been in the game for fucking ever.
Yeah.
And she just blew her fucking knee out like less than a month before.
Brutal.
Like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, which sucks. I think she tore her ACL.
Mm-hmm.
She's still gonna go and do it.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's like, all right, big dog. I mean, you're not going to be able to walk in 15 years.
Are you sure you can do this? Yeah, it's the Winter Olympics. I'm good.
Yeah. Let me get another potential gold medal going 70 miles an hour down a hill, sir. Yeah. How about you mind your business?
Yeah, you need Wheaties.
Yeah. It's one of those where you're like, oh, the Winter Olympics. Then you watch one downhill skiing, and you're like, you're a fucking madman.
Yeah.
You're a mad woman. I don't know how you fucking... And then you see them do the jump where they kick their feet up and they go flying in the air.
Yeah.
And you're like, what if you don't land? Is that death? Like, I think that's death.
I know you mean land wrong, but I'm imagining you just meant like he launches into like the sky. Like, what if you don't land?
It's like the computer game Dolphin Olympics. Yeah. Where you just,
help, I never played for this.
No. Oh, so I'm trying to care about the Winter Olympics. I don't know where I heard this. I feel like they've got a movie coming out. Oh, Rob Riggle, I heard somewhere, has got a movie coming out about the curling team.
Oh, really?
Because I think America... Oh, no, they did. They did. When I was in college, I forget what it was. I didn't do something one day, or I fell asleep really early, and I woke up at like 3 or 4 a.m., and the curling team was playing the finals at like 4:20 a.m. 4:20 blaze it, 4:20 a.m., and I watched the whole thing, and then we won it, and I was just solo dolo in our living room. I had roommates, and I was like, we did it, because it was like 3 schlubby, like middle management looking workers that are all just doing this, like they were looking like they all drank beer as they were doing it, and then they won a gold, and they were all like, yeah, and then they interviewed one of them, and he was like, oh man, I'm just glad to be here. This is a great experience. It's good for our country. And I'm like, you shouldn't be here, big dog. Yeah. It's like, go back to Ohio.
Shout out to Applebee's for employing me. Like, awesome.
Applebee's. Eating good in the neighborhood.
Exactly.
So that was a shout out America. I don't know.
Yeah. You touched on it, but you said that like you were up at like 4 a.m. This is the reality of the Olympics. Everyone I've met, the worst point in their lives, at some point the Olympics was happening. So they were just like... yeah. They were just up at a time they should not have been. And they're like, yeah, I was thinking like, you know, what am I doing with my life? And I look up and I go, oh, who's Ireland putting in sumo wrestling? What the hell's going on?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I think it was the 2016 Summer Olympics. I lived in a house where there was 3 dudes that lived with me, and all 3 went back home for the summer. Mm-hmm. And so I was just by myself in this house, and they all already took their shit out. So it was just empty rooms except the living room stuff. And then my roommate that lived near me stayed, so the couch and stuff stayed. But it was just completely empty, and I had a job at a restaurant. I would just go and then come home. And then I had a buddy that came from my hometown to stay with me, and then he got hit by... It's not funny. He came and he stayed with me, and then he got hit by a bus. He was taking medication he probably should have been taking at the time, allegedly, and then got hit by a bus, and then it changed him forever. And he's doing fine now. But that happened, and I was at work when the Summer Olympics were going on.
He was changed forever, but like in a good way, guys. Like
he's married, and I think he can drive.
Okay,
if that paints the picture.
Okay, yeah, I think so.
So that's pretty good as far as getting hit by a bus. So shout out to him. You know, I'm happy for him. But so yeah, that happened, and I remember going. I was at work when that happened, and I got like my sister texted me because one of the moms in the neighborhood found out, and I was like, "Wait, he did what?" And then the Summer Olympics were up, and I was like, oh, look at that track. Meanwhile, my friend is in the hospital.
Yeah.
But he made recovery. It was all good. But yeah, something about that. The Olympics it's like an omen comes with it for certain people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out that.
I don't know about you, but whenever I'm in those moments where it's like I'm the only person in the house, people have moved out or something like that, I'm like, this is an important moment, and I need to like think about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily because it is. It's more like I think I see that on movies, and then I'm just kind of like, I should be very serious right now.
Yeah. Well, it was. Well, that year was weird because it was like I was a sophomore and I was kind of living cheap because I didn't have a job when I was working that year, and then that summer because I decided to stay down there, I went and I got a job in a restaurant. And that was like that was kind of the first moment in my life where I was like, okay, I have to have a job. Like I need to like actually like figure out budgeting.
That's a scary moment.
And it was mainly because it was like I had nobody and I had nothing to do, and I wasn't like I didn't have a good fake ID and I didn't really just want to sit around and drink. Thankfully, because if I did, that would have fucked me up a lot worse. But I would like smoke weed, so there would just be like I just had an off day and I didn't want to go do anything in the city. And even worse, like a lot of my other friends also would leave town, so I would just hey Iggy, what's up? So I just like sat around and did nothing. And I remember being like I think like I would just spend money on like food at the groceries and just getting random shit. And I remember being like, all right, well at least I'm making money with the restaurant. Might as well like figure out kind of where to put it, you know. Like it wasn't like I was opening accounts and doing shit, but it was the first time in my life where I was like, okay, like aside from the bills and stuff that are getting paid that I have to kind of figure out with money that's given to me, like this is the time where it's like, hey, I could save some money. Hey, figure shit out. And then that next year when school kicked in and friends came back and like I got like a fake for a little bit and you'd go out and you'd spend some money. It was like, hey, I saved up money from the summer and then I got a job during school year and stuff. And so that was like the first time I was like, all right, money.
That's so responsible.
I got to figure that out. Like it wasn't like a moment of like, let's budget and figure it out. But it was a moment of like, oh, I got to bring a thing in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have to provide something, you know, like I can't just wake up and go to school. So that was a sad moment, but then again, yeah, when you just sit there by yourself in an empty house and you, I think I watched like Adult Swim TV shows, which is the weirdest shit. Like I watched so much like Aqua Teen Hunger Force and like Sea Lab 20. So the mental space I was in was an interesting one.
I think like that's who those shows are pitched for.
Yeah.
It's someone alone, either physically or emotionally isolated. But in the moment, it's like, it's just me.
Yeah.
And then
it's me in the void. Yeah. That's pretty much who it's meant for. Like it's stuff that you chuckle on the inside. So
like I can't watch anime without feeling like it's 2 a.m. and I'm like 14 and I should be in bed, but I'm just secretly watching it.
Dude, that's a good point. I'm not a big weeb, but there's a few animes that I do like. Like Fully Cooley is a good one, mainly because it came on Adult Swim one time, and I don't know, I was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is like a coming of age kind of tale and whatnot. And when I was a young kid, that was kind of important. So I like watching it. But now that I think about it, I've never at any point in time watched it when the sun was out.
Yeah.
And if I did, it would feel weird. Yeah. Like I don't know. Like I just can't watch like anime when the sun's out. Something about anime or animation shows, it's just weird. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is when the sun's like if the sun's out and I'm sitting around doing nothing, I'm either playing a game or watching like a doc or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, something in my brain is weird about that. So yeah, that's a good point. Adult Swim is meant for the lonely nighttime person. Came through for me for some time. Iggy, what do you think? Hey, okay, hey, we can't say that.
Yeah,
can't say that. Come on, Iggy, you know that. Come on. Yeah, he means well. He means
they're more than that.
Way more than that. What if they said that about you? What if they said that about Dalton? You just. Yeah. Good thing I love you. Anyway, other than that, yeah, I've had nothing really crazy. I started this new job. It's a pretty good deal. Yeah. It's like half remote, half not. So I've been kind of going in and going out. It's weird. It's the first time I've ever had like a job that has so many people that like it kind of doesn't matter. Like I don't like in a weird way, like because I work in an office building, it's like 200 people. So it's like I will never meet everybody.
Yeah.
But like I'll email some or like Microsoft Teams them or whatnot, and it's like where I'm at. Like the whole building is a cubicle thing, which is pretty cool because you get the whole cubicle to yourself. Yeah. And I don't like I'm weird enough where like we do stand up. Like I'm getting my fix of like socializing and being fun in my night times. Yeah. By going to bars and sitting around and trying to be funny. So I'm pretty cool with just going in and looking at a computer.
Yeah. So it's
halfway talking.
It's almost a reprieve, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like okay, I wake up and just look at a screen. Yeah, I figure that out.
Yeah.
Use my brain for a little bit. But I'm going in, and it's fun because I've been basically unemployed with doing Uber for like 2 years. I literally feel like a man that grew up in the woods trying to go into society. It is the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
Like I'll sit there and someone will have a conversation about like I have to follow someone as a shadow, and the person that sits next to them, they're talking and having a friendly conversation. Mm-hmm. And there's so many times I want to interject and just say something like,
yeah, but then you're like, that's not gonna land.
100% no. Yeah, like in my entire, like now it's like I'll just take a jump and say, like, what was, like one of them was I was telling a story about something and I was like, yeah, Italians. And immediately as I said that, I was like, oh.
Yeah,
it's like I probably can't openly rip on Italians in the office space. And the girl I was sitting with had a little bit of a chuckle, and then the person next to her on the cubicle, like, she kind of smiled and went along with it. And then a minute later, the girl I was sitting with was like, yeah, she's part Italian. And it was like I was like, the point I was making was like I forget, it was something about like they were talking about hair color and like blah blah blah, and I was trying to relate, and I was like, I remember one time when I was a young kid, I went to the salon with my mom because she was watching me, and we knew the stylist, and she said, "You're not a redhead, you're brown hair," and then the girls were like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh no, but they were friends, it's fine, like they were just kidding around, and she's kind of a family friend, and she's Italian, so they say things." And then it moved on. And then a minute later, I was like, "Oh, I can't just blame someone acting out on being Italian in the workplace."
Yeah, you can't blame them in the workplace. You have to blame them at the voting block.
Yeah, exactly. So this guy said the N-word in public. Italian. No. Yeah. Yeah. So that's fun. You feel like a Neanderthal almost, but that's a good little thing. Getting my booty up out of the office. I think out of the house.
I think 200 is kind of the sweet spot. Like you made it happen. It's 200. That's actually just enough where you can ignore people.
Yes.
And honestly, like someone in the office might not be good at their job, but you might not even see them. You might not interact with them. But also, it's not so big that your managers are like running every metric in the book to figure out if they should keep you.
Yeah.
So like that.
It's a pretty good deal.
That's a great deal.
It's weird when you find out you don't mind being like in a bureaucratic setting.
Yeah.
Where you're just like chilling, computers, dicking around. It don't matter.
I mean, I crave your bureaucry doing stand-up
nice.
sometimes.
Yeah, it is pretty. Yeah, it's nice to just go in and just be like, blam, and just turn it off a little bit and just kind of be a nerdy. So I've been doing that, and it's weird, dude. Like, it's funny when you work with that many people because then like you can read someone's entire personality on their cubicle.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. Like there was one guy that me and the person I was chatting with just like physically walked to and talked to about something, and he had like a Doctor Who poster. I want to say it was like Baldur's Gate 3, something like that, like a little thing from that, like a poster for that, and then a 20-sided die replica. And I was like, oh, I know this guy. Yeah, this is a cool guy. I was like, that's a pretty cool guy. I can chill with this guy. Yeah, like you can read everything about like. Because they'll just deck their shit out with whatever they want. And all the women that have kids, their moms got all the kids' photos. And,
I can guess right away with Doctor Who guy. You go, hey, can you help me with this? He goes, can I help you?
Yeah. He was he was a cool dude when I chatted with him, but I was like, I can see that. I can see Doctor Who, bro. Yeah. But it was like a new age Doctor Who poster, so I was like, oh, okay. Because you hit me with the older Doctor Who stuff, I'm like, because Doctor Who is one of those things where like when you randomly find a subculture.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you guys give a fuck. Like, this is...
Oh, yeah.
You followed it to the T, and I know nothing. Yeah, like Doctor Who was one of those. And
there are so many episodes that there's, like, a bunch of lost episodes. Like, they aired them, and then they actually overwrote them.
Yeah. And
like, it's an amateur podcast.
It's just bros in some studio that just messed something up entirely, and now it's basically like TV history is ruined forever.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Adult Swim, that's what they did because so Adult Swim was always a part of Cartoon Network, which is part of Turner Network.
Yeah.
And so they would work in it was just these animators that were like, hey, wait, you guys just made up superheroes in the 60s that didn't work? They're like, yeah. They're like, so there's a Space Ghost guy and then Birdman.
Oh, yeah.
And all these things. And they're like, yeah. And they're like, all right, cool, let's work with that. And then they just made a fake talk show throughout the 90s called Space Ghost Coast to Coast off of a fake superhero. It's a great show.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
It's a great show. But it was literally just animators in a room where like, you're not using this shit?
Yeah.
This is just sitting here? All right, yeah, let's do it. And then that was like Adult Swim for like 10 years almost.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny going back and just realizing it was just dipshits in a room that were like, I'm going to figure that out. Yeah.
I'm recycling this.
Yeah. TV people are idiots. Yeah. So whenever they make it work, they make it work.
Oh, yeah.
So, but anyway, I guess we're a little bit over an hour.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. No.
Anything to plug? Any closings?
Not really. I mean, if you're in the Philly area, shout out Patrick Sullivan, the sweetest man from Cleveland I know. He's brought me on to help him out with the post-up comedy showcases in the Philly area. So if you're in the Philly area, come check out the Monkey Club. I'm sure everyone listening to this is a comic or not. If you're not a comic, Monkey Club, it's been here for a while. It's a fantastic location. Patrick's picked it back up. Great spot, great drinks, great hang. We got a showcase coming up, I think the 28th.
Nice.
So keep an eye out for that. Got the Monday mic going every week at Philly Brewing Company. Go Flyers. I don't know what happened recently with them, but I think they're mediocre. That's what I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
Slightly above mediocre. That's
Right.
that's the feeling I get.
That's true. I'm not seeing people buy new jerseys, but they're not putting them away entirely. So they're just fine.
Yeah, it's something. What about you, man?
I guess nothing to plug, Just make sure you rate this podcast on Apple if you can. That shifts it around so that people might see this. Follow us on YouTube if you can. That's a good platform for us. In general, Nick and Nat, paddywhack.com.
Whoop whoop.
We're gonna post info about like the new showcases coming out and stuff like there.
Yeah.
So if you ever just want to find out what's happening with me or Nat, that's a good resource.
Hell yeah. We'll get the link tree tied to the website, get my OnlyFans up there. It'll be all right. We'll get it figured out. So it'll be nice. Yeah. I spread it all. So check it out.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, shout out to Paddy Whack. We'll see you next week.